Welcome to Chilling with and the very latest episode with me, Tom Gaymore, and I'm delighted to say with Pablo all the way from sunny Spain. And Pablo is a Ford or Team FordZilla e-racer or esports racer, I should say. So Pablo, thanks for joining us. And before we tuck into the red wine, as you touched on before we went on air, I think we better get the interview underway. So just tell us a little bit about yourself, where you are in Spain, how old you are, and what you're doing on the team, FordZilla team.
Okay, thanks, Tom. Thank you for having me. I'm Pablo Lopez. I am 33 years old. I am an elite pro driver in the official Ford Esports team, the team FordZilla. And I live in Galicia, the northwest of Spain, which is not sunny and it's more like the UK.
Oh, no. So your esports journey, your sim racing journey, have you ever done anything in the real world? Did you start off karting and then stop, or did you just go straight into the esports?
I went straight into the esports, and because I didn't have any opportunity in my childhood, and then thanks to the sim racing scene and achievements, I got some real drives, not actual competitions in racing, but tests or works as an instructor. So it was really nice.
Yeah, I've got down you're a VRS coach, are you, or part of the VRS coaching team? What's that?
Yeah, Virtual Racing School is a website, e-learning website about sim racing. Is a site where you can go and check every week the combinations of any series and look for the lap time, the telemetry, the replays, the tutorials, or the setup, and compare with yourself and just improve thanks to that. And that's 10 years ago. Nothing compared was done, so it was nice to have this now.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have it 10 years ago, but it's nice to have it now because, in terms of esports, you go to iRacing, you go to RFACT, the setup and in itself, never mind that just negotiating your way around the lap on the right racing line and using the right curbs, the setup side of things takes some mastering, doesn't it?
Yeah, thanks takes a lot of hours and a lot of trial and error, and then uh, a lot of years of experience to then achieve something good in a little amount of time.
Yeah, because when I did the commentary for Virtual Le Mans this year, they had cars with like negative rake in them and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Just to I mean like that. Sorry,
yeah,
not like
to,
that, like that. Just to get the straight line speed.
yeah,
Which if you
yeah,
did that in the real life, you go straight off at turn one.
yeah. Yeah, sometimes you get some exploits on the physics of the game. It happened as well in the first Daytona race in the official NASCAR series on iRacing, the 300,000 prizes one, and some guys from VRS got that way the NASCAR car, and it was weird. So then they fix it after that.
Yeah. Okay. So at 30, did you say 33 years of
Yes,
age? Yeah, you're catching me up. I'm 39. So I am
purple
I'm not.
sectors.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm 33 plus VAT. So I'm not great when it comes to sim racing. I started in the real, but I get to the window where I'm just a couple of seconds off, and then I can't break through. I can't break through that barrier. When did you know that you had a special ability and a gift in this area? Because it's not just repetition. I've done a bit of repetition and it's hard. There is a huge amount of natural ability and a real skill within the esports arena around sim racing. When did you realize you had that?
Uh, I think I realized that 2 years after I got my first wheel in sim racing wheel, because when I first tried my G25 back in 2008. I thought I was a real good driver because I played Gran Turismo with the gamepad, and I had the driver license. But then I went to the online servers, and a 15 years old guy, I was like 22 back in the day, uh, he was like 6 seconds faster than me a lap, and I couldn't believe it. So
That's how I feel every time.
I then started to learn and just to practice more. And 2 years after, I won the Radical official series in iRacing, and I that was that time when I realized that maybe I am doing something good. But still, any day I can improve, because watching people faster than you, because there is always someone faster than you, not maybe in a specific car, but in another car or sim, they will kill your times. So you can't be the jack of all trades.
Yeah, no, I've realised that. And talking to James Baldwin, he struggled this year by his own admission in Formula One, because there was other drivers with 700 hours. He only had 300, and he was trying in the real to do his journey in GT racing as well. And it's hard. You can't you spread yourself too thinly. You can't be the jack of all trades. You have to just find your sweet spot, and push on that.
I think James is one of the fastest guys, but it shows nowadays that if you don't put the time, the talent, you have it, but you need the time as well.
Yeah. So how long do you spend on the sim? And is this your full-time job? Is it, what else are you doing with your time?
At the moment, I just do 100% this thing. I work for virtual racing school and for FordZilla, for Ford Europe, and some income comes from my Twitch, but it's tiny thing. And how long I spend in the sim, depending on the day. But if I have a race, an important race coming, like in a week, I try to spend 4 hours a day, like 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, practicing, and in between just analyzing things, or watching my rivals or teammates in the telemetry or replays, um, and do videos or any race, like random race in live streaming.
How many drivers are there in FordZilla from Spain? Because I've interviewed Jose as well. Do you know him, and how do you speak with him? Are you good friends, or?
Yeah, we know each other from long ago.
Yeah,
We are from the same region of Spain, but like another town. And he runs some championship in Spain that is really nice, the format. So I drove there and won some years his championship, and we know each other because of that. And finally, he is now the team manager of the team FordZilla Europe team. So he wanted me to join the team, and he spent three months just talking to me and convincing me. So I was like, at first wanted to be cautious, but finally it was my best decision in life, to be honest, and I'm proud of it now. From
yeah,
Team Spain, we are quite a lot of people here, like 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 more or less, a little
right.
bit. 11 now with Julian, which
So
is the new one.
there's a gray area between gaming and esports. Do you game, or are you just in
I do
esports?
both.
You do both.
Technically is the same software as a game
Yeah,
is made, but just trying to mimic the real life is. But is a simulation. We are in Matrix, Yeah, it's a simulation, but it's a game as well. It's a competition. Any competition can be a game. I don't know.
Yeah. And what's your favorite game?
In sim racing or in
Well,
general?
just anything. So if you're gaming, like what's your go-to game?
I normally don't play a lot of games over
No.
there, but Player Unknown Battlegrounds, the
Yeah.
shooter one,
Yeah.
but I try to keep it realistic. Or also Beam NG, which
Yeah.
is a sandbox simulator.
And what
With
about sim racing? Like if you're playing a game there, what's your favorite platform?
iRacing, yes.
iRacing. They just
I
bought
love
out.
iRacing, Assetto Corsa, and Ara Factor too, but on the top is iRacing for sure.
Yeah, there's a big rivalry between R Factor and iRacing, no?
I think, yeah, it's good to have competition that will bring good things for the customers and the petrol heads. But I think the customers need to learn that if you like one, don't hate the other.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, absolutely. There you go. Build bridges.
That's it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, and then in terms of what was I going to say? I was going to I forgot my question now. Um, well,
No
I'll go
problem.
back to it. Yeah, streaming. That's what I was going to say. So Twitch. So you mentioned the other PC. Like,
Yeah.
uh, how new is that? Because that wasn't around like 10 years ago, and I'm not funny, so that's a difficult thing, and you've got to build your audience, and there's an income stream there. How long has that been around, and how long have you been, twitching?
Twitching for almost 2 years, but streaming, actually I started to stream in YouTube in 2012 when I was in the iRacing World Championship,
Yeah,
and that channel was good views in that time. But then in 2014 I left sim racing for 7 months and gift the channel to the team, the Radicals Online team. And when I came back, I started from zero, and then 2 years ago, I made the Twitch, and I am almost hitting 10,000 followers.
that's
I
good.
almost 20 left.
Yeah, yeah,
So nice.
that's good. And you enjoy it? You enjoy that side of it? Because it's not just the
Yeah,
driving. It's entertaining. It
I think it's interacting. I
yeah,
also in some races interact with the chat, and I made good friends because some of the guys of the chat are really nice people, and one in particular helped me to win a race because he did my strategy in the live stream in the chat, and I won, stopping one time less than the others,
yeah.
but by less than a second margin. So
Wow.
I entered rattling in the finish line, and it was a moment that the community lived together, and it is really nice to share it.
Yeah, so that side of things is very innovative. You don't have that in the real world,
Yeah.
that.
You could do put some screens on the dashboard and just interact with your cheats.
Yeah,
I wish to make that sometimes if I race in the Jarama or something like that. If I
yeah,
can, I will do it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So talking about Harama, what's your favorite? Because you're going to do a lap for us. So what's your favorite track
In the world,
in the
the
world?
North
Yeah, yeah,
Slave, the
yeah.
North
Good,
Slave.
good circuit, good circuit. A long circuit, and in Spain.
In Spain, Jarama is one of the top, but also Valencia and Motorland Aragon. I think those. But in Portugal
No,
is
Jerez.
Jerez is good, but I prefer more Algarve in Portugal.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah. Portimao.
Portimao, yeah, it's really freaking nice, that one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think the Formula
Estoril.
One, yeah, Esteril's good, but I think the Formula One cars were too fast.
Yeah.
For because even the last corner at Estoril is an amazing corner, and the last corner at Portimao is an amazing corner. But
Yeah.
the Formula One cars, it was easy flat, whereas in some cars, it's nowhere near that, you know,
Yeah.
and it's a much harder corner, you know. And I think the
With
final
the
corner,
crest in Portimao
yeah,
is with a car with that weighs a lot,
yeah,
and
yeah.
must be really hard to go really fast
Yeah,
without
it is.
problems.
So are you gonna do a lap around the Nordschleife?
If you want a challenge, I challenge you to beat my my Oran Park time.
So that's gonna be your lap, is it? Okay. So we'll upload that to first11fun.com, and then everyone can have a crack at trying to beat that, and I will have a go as well. So you're gonna have a go. It's in a Ferrari, yeah? It's in a Ferrari challenge car.
Yeah, a
Okay.
FordZilla Ferrari.
A FordZilla Ferrari. Yeah, that's the cool thing about the FordZilla branding. I think
Yeah,
that they've been clever with that. Well, listen, Pablo, it's been great to chat. You're going to do the challenge. I'm going to try and beat it. So are many other people. But in terms of your story, the insight, the journey that you're on, and all the good things that you're doing in and around the esports arena, and of course, your success with FordZilla in 2021. All of us at First 11 wish you the very best, and thank you very much for joining us.
I wish First 11 the same, and thank you for having me here. A pleasure. Happy Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.